Hello, can you all hear me? Everybody, can you hear me? Good evening to everybody. How are you all? How is everyone doing? Yes, I'm good. How is the weather in Dubai right now? In UAE? How is it? In India, it's pretty cold now. The temperature is going down day by day. Okay, still hot. Here, the average temperature is now between 25 to 30. Okay, Manajan, it's hot in UAE still. Alright. So, some students are still pouring in. Now, most of them are in, so we can just start off. So, today we are going to study about the settlement of claims, how the settlement of claims is done. That we are going to. Good evening, Prabhavati. How are you? Okay, and there was some confusion. I had a class with you on Thursday as well, but there were no students in my Thursday class. That was some confusion or what, but the students were not present in Thursday's class. Good evening, PU. Okay, so let us just start. So we'll be discussing about the claim settlements today, and then I have a quiz for you. You have to solve a quiz. It's based on insurance. Okay, I have designed a quiz. It has got some questions which we have covered so far. Okay, it is based on that portion. Fine, everybody? Okay, let us first discuss this topic. Claims management. So, what is the purpose of insurance? What is the basic reason behind the existence of insurance companies? The basic purpose is to protect against unforeseen events, to indemnify the losses, and to pay the claims. Like these two events are followed, they are dependent on this one only, the third one. If the claim is paid, then only we say that we have been protected against the event and our loss has been indemnified. So do you all agree to this? Yes, Rezi, good evening. We are late by 5 minutes. 3 minutes actually, 4 minutes. So did you all enjoy your weekend this time? Okay. There were no good movies to watch in this weekend. Must have been a boring one for you then. Those who love watching movies. Alright, let's just continue. So it is just by paying the claims that the insurance company indemnify the losses. This is the reason why the principle of indemnity does not apply to life insurance, because we cannot make good the loss in case of life loss. Okay. So now if we define claim, we all know what is claim. Claim is the legal amount which we have to get from the insurance company in case of the occurrence of the event against which we have taken an insurance policy. So it's a right of insured to receive the amount secured under the policy of insurance contract promised by the insurer. So it is the amount that is already agreed upon. It is not something that we'll decide at the end moment. Unless and until our policy has a special clause, claim is the pre-decided amount which we'll get in the event of occurrence of the event. Now, claims management. So, claims management is a big thing. Today we have separate departments in the insurance companies. We have underwriting department. We have claims management department. So, these are the departments which are responsible for the settlement of claim on the behalf of the company. They have different experts The experts are known as actuaries. So actuaries are the people who assess the volume of loss incurred by the party. And then on the basis of the loss, they make good the loss. I'm not talking about life insurance, because in life insurance, the amount is predetermined. But I'm talking about general insurance. Suppose there is an accident, or there is a fire broke out, or goods are damaged due to storm, that all. So in that case, the actuary plays a great role. They are the underwriters will decide what will be the they will just introspect into the matter. They'll inspect and they'll find out how much has been the loss, what has been the cause of loss, and how much loss should be made good by the insurance company. Okay. Excuse me. So, claims management means and includes all the managerial decisions and processes concerning the settlement and payment of claims in accordance with the terms of insurance contract. It includes carrying out the entire claims process with a particular emphasis on monitoring and lowering the claims cost. Yes, everybody wants to make profit in some or the other way. So insurance company will try and escape the they'll try and minimize the size of the claim that they'll have to pay to the other party. If they are going to pay the claim as it is, then they're not going to save anything. They'll be in loss. So they just make every good effort to get the amount minimized. So why is claims management important? What is the importance of it? First, you need to identify and pay the valid claims, because insurance is one thing which some people very intelligently used for manipulating the insurance companies and making profits out of it. A very common cause, and you must have seen it in movies also, or sometimes in television also. What do people do? They just they actually just burn their warehouse. They put their warehouse on fire, and then they get so that they may get money out of from the insurance company. And this normally happens when the business is running into losses. So that is a pretty common thing which we have seen many a time, especially in Bollywood movies. Have you all seen in some or the other movies this thing? No one is answering. We have not seen. Theo has seen. Prabhavati has seen. Rezi has seen. Yeah, there are some movies in which they show this, that the owner himself uh, does the wrong thing and then he tries to get money from the insurance company. Yes. So and there is one and there are some other examples. Yeah, even in the motor claims also, they damage the vehicle themselves. They damage the car and then try to get money from the insurance company. Yeah, if I'll share my experience with you. Once we had a car, and that car met a very typical accident. It was a very dangerous accident. My father was in the car, and the insurance company, they conducted all kind of inquiry, and they did not make good the loss. The whole car was destroyed, and they did not make good the loss, and they said that you should have claimed the amount within 3 months, and my father was on bed rest for 6 months. So we couldn't get the claim from insurance company. So it's not so that it's easy to get claim from them. Claim settlement is a tedious job as far as general insurance comes. In case of life insurance, it is pretty easy because the person is dead and then the insurance company has to pay the amount. Okay, so any one of you have had a bad experience with claim in the settlement of claim? Anyone has had any bad experience? Munachin, Surajit, Seher, Rinin, Sanubar, Piyu, Jemin, Rezi, Suvit, Prabhavati. Jemin, is it your first class with me? I'm seeing you for the first time. Jemin George. Okay, you used to work for motor claims, so you must be knowing how the whole process is. Jemin George, are you following me? Is it your first class? Is it your first class with me? I think I'm seeing you for the first time, Jemin. Yeah, okay. So welcome to the class. and you can just see the videos for the previous classes, that you can just gather what has been done. You can just get an insight into it. Alright. And this is also very much popular in case of life insurance. People take policy on the name of a person, then they just did some wrong thing, they to get the claim. Have you seen that movie? That's a famous movie, Khoon Bhari Mang. Prabhavati, she had a health insurance policy. Did she has a health insurance policy? Was that a health insurance policy? Then they should have paid the claim. Okay. So have you seen that movie, Khoon Bhari Mang? Rekha. Rekha was the star of that movie. No. Okay. It's a famous Indian movie. In that movie, this thing was done. Like Rekha was murdered by a husband to get the claim. And there was one more movie. The movie was Ajnabi. Ajnabi. Have you seen this movie? Starring Akshay Kumar, Bipasha Basu. Who's that chap? I don't remember his name. Kareena Kapoor opposite Sunny Deol. No, not Sunny Deol. His brother. No, no, not Priyanka. It's Kareena Kapoor. So in that movie also, yes, Bobby Deol, Sanubar. Yeah. So Sanubar is a Bollywood bug. She knows all the heroes. Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks for that. So it in that movie, the whole there was a story woven that the hero of the movie has died, and it was all to get money from the insurance. So that is one movie. That's example I'm giving. So you need to identify and reject the invalid claims. Mistakes cost money and impact on brand. Yes, if you make mistakes, like you may say, okay, it's a very small amount. It will not make any difference if this person is going to get an extra 5,000. But that small amount will make the big loss for the company, because the company is not settling. Yes, Prabhavati, Kabir Bedi in Khoon Bhari Mang. Yes, he was the hero or the villain, we can say, of that movie. So that's really will really make a small mistake is going to cost a lot to the company. Okay. Then claim settlement can be used as a marketing tool. Yes, if you are very good at claim settlement, then you will become a brand and people will try and get policy from you. Your customer will increase. So that's, and more will be your profit. So that's like marketing sort of a thing. So the cost of not taking claims seriously. One example is there. 3 months review. One like in 3 months, past 3 months, what had happened with the insurance company, that was reviewed. There were 182 claims. 13 major errors were there, and this was the value of the claim. It was a huge amount. Okay, so that's why the insurance company needs to be very careful in the settlement of claims, and they are actually they are. Now, what are the stages in claims management? First, there are not many stages, but the main is claims handling, how you handle the claim. That's very important, and there's a separate department for that. So what is the system of claims management? So it means and includes all the managerial decisions and processes concerning the settlement and payment of claims in accordance with the terms of insurance contract. Yes, whatever is written in the insurance contract, that need to be followed. So what the basic procedure is, that once the claims arises out of accident or death or any other calamity, whatever, if the risk is insured, then the people will approach their agent, the agent from whom they have taken the policy. They will submit their documents. If it's a case of life insurance, they will submit the death certificate and mentioning the reason of death. That will be submitted to the agent. The agent will hand over that to the, means he is going to submit it to in the insurance company's office, the regional office maybe, and then from there the application will be initiated to the head office. The head office will study all the documents, will make all the inquiries, necessary inquiries, and then they will just see if it's like worth it, they will settle the claim. That is the basic procedure. Alright, so that is what it's mentioned in this slide. Now types of claims, it can be auto, home, business and life. Long list. Now life insurance claims, they are basically of two types, maturity and death claims. So maturity claims are payable when the term of the policy is over. If it's a term policy, when that gets finished up, then the policy matures and the amount is to be paid. Now if the insured dies before the expiry of the term of the policy, it is called a death claim. So death of the life assured has to be intimated in writing to the insurer. And broker or the agent, the life insurance agent, he or she is the link between the insurance company and the insured. So he is the channel. So everything will be initiated to him, intimated to him, and he is going to do that. Prabha, it depends. It varies from country to country. It varies as from company to company also, and basically from country to country. In India, it is basically 3 months. The claim intimation should be made within 3 months, means the intimation of death. But it varies according to the policy also. Surajit, you have any question? You have raised hand. How can be claim management used as a management tool? Yes, there is a team for that. There is a separate department which has got a team. Suppose there are 40 members in the company who are into the claims management department. So this claims management department, it will like function like any other department of the company, but their main function is to inquire into the claim and just make an inquiry and satisfy themselves regarding the authenticity of the matter, whether it's an authentic claim or not, and then they will have to settle it. Yeah, and as far as their working goes, they function like any other department. Means all the other principles of management are applicable to them also. They have a team leader, they have a manager, they have an in charge, and they will do everything that any other department do. Okay, like there are deadlines for them, there are different amenities, benefits for them, they are rewarded also for their good work, there are promotions, anything like that. But they are basically into the business of claim settlement. Alright, so Rajit. Okay, so what are the main documents which are needed? The first is claims from form duly completed, copies of the policy complete, that's obvious. Then photographs, police report, means if it's a case of accident or a theft or a burglary, then police report is needed. Fire brigade report in case of fire. When the loss estimate is more than 1 crore, intimation is to be sent to tariff. Then advisory committee. That's the committee who is going to decide. Now, motor insurance claims, they can be of two types, own damage claims and third party claims. So, own damage claims are when it's like when you yourself make your, 1 minute. Yes. So, when the claim arises because of your own negligence. Immediately on receipt of intimation of loss, either in writing or over telephone, a surveyor should be appointed based on the estimate of repairs. So surveyor will go and he will inquire into the matter and see what has been the immediate cause of loss, and the advisory committee will be at the head office of the company, Prabha. So the documents generally required for the settlement of motor claims are the same. Means driving license is also important. Load challan or trip sheet, Then fitness certificate. Yes, this is also very important. Nixon says, but we know as full first party, second party and third party insurance. Nixon, today we are just studying about the claim settlement. How is the claim settlement done by the insurance company? Okay. We are not studying about the other aspects of insurance. Actually, you have joined late. That is why you are not able to get what's going on. So driving license is needed. Then this fitness certificate is also important. If your vehicle was not up to the mark, it should have a no objection certificate. If it didn't have, then your claim might just go rejected. It may be rejected. Okay. And in case of partial loss claims, submissions of bills can be dispensed with or for claims up to rupees 50,000 in respect of private cars and two-wheelers only, subject to the survey report. Yes, PO says in UAE it's police report, license copy and registration copy. And what about, yes, license is there. I was just thinking about that. Yeah, these are the main documents which are needed. Photographs and all is optional. Okay. Now theft claims. They are either total loss claims or partial loss claims. If claim settling authority is not fully satisfied, an investigation of the theft to be arranged by an investigator who may be appointed with specific terms of reference. Means he may be appointed for a particular purpose. They might not be satisfied on a particular point. So in that case, they might just adopt they may just appoint that person. UA claim is more civilized claim. Yes, it has to be, because that part of the world is a very systematic part. So the claims and everything is very much systematized there. The following documents should be collected. These are they vary from case to case. Okay. So if the vehicle is recovered subsequently, the insured will have the option to repay the claim amount already paid and retain the recovered vehicle. And if the vehicle is found damaged, the insured will be indemnified against the loss of damage. Okay. In any case, the insured will not suffer. If his vehicle is not, if it's gone, if it's not recoverable, there is a grace period for that also. They have a grace period, maybe 3 months or 6 months. If it's not recovered, then the claim is paid. And in case it's recovered, even after the payment of the claim is recovered, that normally does not happen, but in case it is so, then the insured can just get the claim amount. He may just return that claim amount and then he can retain his vehicle. And in case the vehicle is damaged, then the insured will be indemnified against the loss of damage. And that loss of damage is based on the receipt that is received from the repairer. Okay. Now third party claims. Third party claims are it's like when suppose an accident occurs, then your vehicle has hit the other vehicle. So that other vehicle owner, he may have an insurance claim and his vehicle has damaged your vehicle also. Some part of your vehicle is also damaged. So in this case, the insurance company is going to pay compensation to you and maybe to the other party also, the owner of that vehicle also, but only under certain conditions. So in case of a third party claim, the first step is investigation. Investigation about the accident to collect the data. Okay. Then appointment of advocate. A competent advocate may be appointed if necessary to ensure that the proper defense is taken where necessary. And in case where the fault of the driver is not proved, the company should take immediate steps to deposit no fault liability amount as per section 140 of the Motor Vehicle Act 1989. This is normally in the case of accident, this type of claim. It arises in accident. Then it includes this type of policy. Miscellaneous accident insurance includes a number of covers, which are in the nature of package policy. Yeah, many things are covered. In this situation, specific guidelines applicable to the representative sections are to be followed. Yes, Prabhavati, only in case of accident, lawyer and all is appointed. Then if it's a burglary insurance, what these are the important documents. You have seen that the police normally takes photographs of the crime scene. So in this case also, in case it's a burglary insurance, the photographs will be clicked and they will have to be presented to the insurance company. It is considered third party. Third party, Prabhavati, will be the insurance company who is going to pay the claim. And like suppose you own a vehicle, you have taken an insurance policy on that vehicle, and your driver is driving, and due to his negligence the accident occurs. Then the other party who has been injured, they are going to claim amount from you, and you are the owner of the vehicle, but you haven't done the accident. The accident has been done by the driver. So, but the claim will be paid by the insurance company in this case. Yes, it is considered preferable to appoint an investigator with surveys, license and knowledge of account, as assessment of losses sometimes involves checking books of accounts. Means normally a surveyor is appointed. Insurance companies have surveyors also. Okay, they have underwriters, they have surveyors, and they have actuaries. Actuaries are more into the business of life insurance, and these underwriters are into motor and motor insurance. Okay. Yes, the PO is right. He says that damage to other vehicle or property. When you cause damage to other person's vehicle or property, then you have to pay the third party claim. You don't have to pay, the insurance company will pay the third party claim. Now, workmen's compensation insurance. This is normally in case of factories and industries. When there is a workforce which is working for you and they get damaged due to the nature of the work. So it includes these things: medical, wages, settlement, proof of age, and all these. And in case of permanent total disablement, the memorandum of agreement is required to be submitted to the Workmen Compensation Commissioner while disposing the compensation as per Workmen Compensation Act. And for total claims, the perusal of death certificate and postmortem report is important before depositing the amount. These are the legal points. The basic procedure remains the same. Only the documents keep on changing and varying as per the situation. So far, is it clear to everybody what has been done, what has been covered? Is it clear to everyone? Some people are not answering. Seher, Tanubir, Jemin, Ramiz, Muhammad, Teju. Yes, Subit. When you are working for an organization, then you are covered under the Workmen Compensation Fund. There is a separate act and fund for that purpose. Okay. So has everybody answered that? Now Mediclaim. Mediclaim is a recent, if I talk about India, Mediclaim is a recent field of insurance which has come up, recent facet of insurance we can say, but it is very much popular now, and especially in metro cities where the cost of medical treatment is too much. The Mediclaim policy is a very common practice now. So what are the documents required? Duly completed claims form, bills, receipts and discharge card from the hospital. Even like if you go to a hospital, then you have to fill a form You have to fill a form. They have and who acts as the mediator between, like the hospital is there and you have admitted your patient. Now, and you have a health insurance policy, you have a Mediclaim with you. Now, who is going to act as the link between the two? Is the hospital going to make all the details available to the insurance company? No, it is the TPA. You know the meaning of TPA? Prabha says no. Anybody no? Anybody knows that? TPA, Nixon says no. What about others? Family health plan. It's third party administrator. Yes, Piyush. It's third party administrator. Means they are just the link between you, between the hospital, you and the insurance company. All the paperwork and everything is done by the this third party administrator, the TPA team. It's a team of certain members. Maybe it depends on the size of the hospital. Like if it's a big hospital, there can be a team of 40-50 members. They will be acting as the link between the parties involved. You don't have to do anything. You just have to fill a form and submit it, and you will have to show your insurance card to them. They are going to talk and intimate with the third parties. Yes, exactly, Piyush. They work on behalf of the insured and the insurance company. Okay, they will mail all the details, the bills, the proposed line of treatment, the expected days of stay, everything that will be, all the details will be sent by the TPA team to the insurance company. So these are the things that we need. Now IRDA is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority. So what are the guidelines for that? There are certain guidelines. It is something very technical. Okay. You can read it when you get the PPT. Do you all get the PPTs which are used in the class? Do you get the material which is used in the class? The PPT, the Word documents, and other things? Okay. You need to ask for it. Okay, you can get it. It is with the library of IMTS. It is just that you have to ask them to provide to you. Okay. So next time, make sure you ask them to provide it to you. All right. Yeah, I got it. I understand. You don't get it always, but it is available in the library of IMTS. You can get it every time. Now, what are the factors that affect the claims management? First, the policy should be in force on the date of the event. That is a very well-known fact. The risk and cause of the event should be covered by the policy. The cause of loss or the event should be directly related to the loss. A remote cause has no place in the settlement. Suppose I have given you this example previously also. I am giving it to you once again. Suppose you have a room in your house in which you have kept some of your stuff. Suppose you are a businessman and you are a wholesaler actually, and you are a wholesaler and you deal in certain goods, and due to certain reason you have kept your, suppose you deal in wool, you understand, woolen thing, or I can say just wool, raw wool, you deal in that. So you have kept the wool in one of the rooms in your house. Suppose the fire breaks out in your house due to short circuit, and the whole house is set on fire, and even that room, that room is not exactly like, it hasn't been on fire, but still the wool that is kept in that room, it is damaged. It is damaged due to the smoke which came out from the fire in the other rooms of the house, in the adjacent rooms. Then in that case, is the insurance company going to make the pay the claim for the damage to your stuff, your wool? Did you get the question? Hello? Only PU has answered. What about others? Prabha says no. Okay, Surajit, I'll repeat my question once again. It is for everybody, in fact, the other people also. Those who are not so means into the class. Okay, just listen carefully. Suppose you deal in wool. You are a wholesaler of wool, and by chance you kept some wool in your house, in one of the rooms of your house, and suppose fire broke out in your house, and the whole house got damaged and burned, and even the room in which you kept wool, that was also burned, but the wool in the house was not damaged due to the fire. It was damaged due to the smoke which came out from the fire. So in that case, do you think the insurance company is going to make good your loss? Will they pay you for the damage of the wool? No. Okay, most of you say no. PU, that is not a legal point, because storage is illegal. They will not, on that ground, they cannot escape their responsibility. The actual reason is the loss occurred, but the loss was not actually due to the cause which was mentioned in the policy. The cause when the policy was fire, but the wool was damaged not due to fire, but due to the smoke. It got damaged. So in this case, you will not get compensation from the insurance company. Okay, because smoke was the cause of damage, and that was not something that was covered in the insurance policy. So the remote cause has got no place in the settlement. Now, loss should not have been caused with an intention to gain from the situation, which sometimes happens. Then sufficient documentary evidence of loss should be presented along with the application form. Multiple claims and reciprocal claims will be settled as per the terms of the contracts of insurance. Then presence of insurable interest in case of the property insurance, at least at the time of happening of the event or loss suffering. Without having the insurable interest in the subject matter, no person can get the benefit or compensation. You need to have the insurable interest that we have discussed in the previous class, the principle of insurable interest. Now, what is the importance of time in the settlement of claim? How important is this? The delay in the claim settlement will have an adverse impact on the goodwill and marketing of the insurance. And the cost of claims will increase with the extension of time, because the insurer may be asked to pay the interest on the unpaid insurance amount because of the delay. And the court may direct the insurer to pay the costs of the case to the assured, which results in mounting up of costs. Means additional costs will have to be borne by the insurance company. then it may lead to litigation, means a legal proceeding, and that is also a very expensive affair. So that should be avoided. Now, what are the reasons for delay in claim settlements? Late submission of the claims, along with insufficient proofs, innocence and illiteracy of the assured, not submitting the claims forms in full, lack of motivation, lack of awareness, delay on the part of the insurer. Okay, and that may be intentional or due to pressure of work. This can be intentional also. Sometimes the insurance company may just, to avoid their responsibility, they may make delays in the settlement of claim. Now, what is the role of the surveyors and loss assessors or the underwriters in this? These are their main roles that you can just read once you have the PPT with you. And this surveyor or the loss assessor should submit his report within 30 days of the appointment. And because for every case, a separate surveyor is appointed. So he should submit his report within 30 days of the appointment. Now, underwriting. Underwriting is assessing the loss and deciding on it. So it is the process of classification, rating and selection of risk. So underwriter fixes the premium of the product considering the various factors such as cost of risk, administration expenses, brokerage or marketing expenditure. So these are the reasons, or we can say the parameters on which the future risk is assessed. Now, impact of claims on underwriting. Claim settlement has its different direct impact upon the underwriting. If the claims of certain insurance products are frequently received, they have an impact upon the claims reserves and warrant reviews of the product and take decision either to modify the terms or continue. Now, frauds in claim settlement. This is a very common practice. Now, what we'll do is, we'll go to the quiz which I have designed for you, and because this is something very, very general, this needs no explanation. This is something very general. Okay, means what is fraud, who can do the fraud, and all these things. Very nominal things. We can now just go to the quiz. This is a quiz on certain things which we have done so far. So you have to just write your answers, everybody. Which of these is not a basic principle of insurance? Insurable interest, utmost good faith, or arbitration? I hope everybody can read. I'll just increase the font size. Now is it better? So which says arbitration is not a principle? What about others? Q says C. Be very quick. Prabha, arbitration. Reji says C. Seher, Rinin, Sanubar, Nixon, Jamil, Ramiz, Rashid. So most of you say C, that is arbitration. Yes, that is not a principle of insurance. Insurable interest and utmost good faith are the two principles of insurance. Now next one, an intermediary that represents an insurance company in selling insurance plans is known as dash. Insurance broker, sales representative or insurance agent? Prabha says A. Rashish says C. Rezi says A. Suvit says A. Nixon says A. But the answer is not A. The answer is, 1 minute. But the common term that is used for such a person is the insurance agent. Insurance agent, C. Okay. A is also correct. It's not completely wrong, but C is the most accurate answer. Okay, everyone? Next one. An insurance plan which provides life protection and investment opportunities is called dash. Whole life, endowment and investment linked plan. Prabha says endowment. Suvit says, Piyu says B. Suvit says C. Just see, I am taking the quiz, so most of the students are going offline. I'll report this to IMTS. Surajit says investment linked. Nixon says endowment plans. Yes, actually the answer is endowment insurance. It's endowment in which there is the element of protection as well as investment. Okay. The next one. The return on an investment linked policy is guaranteed, not guaranteed or partly guaranteed. Piyu says A, guaranteed. Rezi says A. Nixon A, Ramiz A, Rashid A, Surajit guaranteed A. Yeah, the answer is A, guaranteed. The return is guaranteed. Next one. When you have insured your property for a sum below the value of the asset, you are said to have dash. C, underinsured. What about others? Underinsured. Yes, it's C. It's underinsurance. And underinsurance is not a good thing to go for. We may save some money, but in the long run we may be the losers. In a health and medical plan, pre-existing conditions means that a condition and illness that existed before a person applies for the medical and health plan. Conditions that you need to fulfill before you need to be on cover. Your health condition when you apply for the cover. The answer is yes, the answer is C. Your health condition when you apply for the cover. The next one. Can you all read that? Just read and solve it. The next one. 19. Piyu says A. Suvit says B. Rashid says A. Nixon says A. Prabha says A. Surajit A. Okay. The answer is A. 50,000. In any case, the claim cannot exceed 50,000. Okay. Because that is the market value of the car. Now what is consideration? What is consideration? The law of insurance, promise made by the party, binding force. Yes, Nixon. It is always on the insured value But in some policies, there is a special clause, that is the market value of the product at the time of loss, market value of the vehicle at the time of loss. So in that case also the claim cannot exceed 50,000 because the market value of the that bike is 50,000. Okay, so in any case the amount of compensation cannot exceed rupees that $50,000. That is what I am saying. Either it is settled on the market value or it is settled on the insured value. 50,000 cannot get more than 50,000. Now what is consideration? A, B or C? C. Prabha says law of insurance. For that there has to be a special clause in the policy. That is a different class of the policy. That we'll discuss when we'll discuss about motor insurance in detail. So the answer to this one, the consideration one is C, the binding force in any contract. No. The answer is the promise made by one party to the other. That is B. Now next one, what is express authority? A, B, C or D? What is it? Nixon, the C is for which one? This one only. What is express authority? Yeah. You say C, someone says B, Suvit says B. No. Prabha says C. Ramesh says D. No, actually the answer is C. It is not expressed or written into the contract. Means there are certain things which are not mentioned in the contract. They are implied from the terms and conditions of the contract. Now what is a stock company? A, B, C or D? Rashid says B. D. Okay. What about others? D. Yes, the answer to this one is D. It is owned by the shareholders or the stockholders, and they are the people who buy shares of the company, and in that form they help in making up the capital of the company, and that capital is used for the establishment of the company. Now next one, what is the difference between speculative risk and pure risk? A, B, C or D? Suvit says D. No, Suvit says A. Crazy says A. Rashid says C. C is this one. SR is the chance of loss. Surajit C. A. Rinan says A. Rinan says A. Prabhavati, what's your answer? The answer to this one is C. The speculative risk is the chance of a loss or a gain, and pure risk does not have the chance of a loss or gain. Pure risk is bound to occur. If someone takes a life insurance policy, yes, I am just explaining that, Rami. Speculative risk is the risk which is a chance of game, which is a game of chance. Like it is something which depends on probability. Suppose your mother plans to make pickle, and there is a chance that it may rain on that day. So that is a speculative risk. Raining, change of weather and raining on that particular day. That is raining on that day is a speculative risk. Then other example is winning of the lottery. If you win lottery, you get 10,000 dinars, and if you lose that lottery, you are going to lose 100 dinars. So that loss of 100 dinar is a speculative risk. You may either win or you may not win. And pure risk is something which is bound to happen, like in death. Death is bound to happen. So it's a pure risk. When the insurance contract is affected between two parties, it is a well-known fact that one day or the other, this risk is going to will be incurred. Means this loss will be incurred. Means there will be loss of life, and the insurance company will have to pay the compensation. Okay, Ramesh? Speculative risks are not certain, and pure risks are certain by nature. The next one. Now, an agreement between two or more parties defined enforceable by law is defined as what? Contract of addition, contract, personal contract, or unilateral contract. The answer is B, that is contract. It's a contract, but it's not a personal contract because it is between an insurance company and a person. So insurance company is not a personal property of anybody. Then it's not a unilateral contract. Contract of addition is like when something is binding. Something is binding. It is like it's like I can say it's like a treaty. The treaty which was signed between the rulers in the olden days. They signed a treaty. I will not enter your area, you will not enter my area, and then like we will not, I'll not violate the rules, you will also not violate the rules. So a contract of insurance is not a contract of addition. It is simply a contract. Okay, Ramesh actually. Next one. A foreign insurer is incorporated where? Okay, I'll just tell you once again. You solve this one, I'll tell you. Yes, the answer to this one is D, in other country. Yeah. Okay, Ramesh, the answer this one. Contract of addition, you asked. Contract of addition is a contract between two parties in which one party retains all the rights. Suppose the winning ruler, if I talk about Akbar, Akbar was the winning ruler at that point of time, and he kept all the privileges and rights with him. The other party was just to follow him. The other kingdom, the ruler of the other kingdom was just to follow him. He couldn't use he could not watch his interest. He was bound in the contract, and he who had to follow. And Akbar used all the treaties to his own benefit. Okay, so that was a contract of addition, when one party holds all the right and they use it for their own benefits. The best of their interest they try and get from that. Okay. Yes, only one can use the power. The winning party has the power. So insurance contract is not that type of a contract. So there is one more, there are some other quizzes also which are online quizzes. I have designed them, but we will be doing them in the coming classes because now there is no time left. Less than a minute is left now. So we'll meet in the next class and do fill the feedback form which you will get at the end of you can just give your feedback so that we can make our class even better than this. So everybody, please thanks for your time. Enjoy your week ahead and have a great